at our 9th annual Say Detroit Radiothon. And you may, if you're watching us on the screen, you may notice I've moved my spot because there's a piano here because I wanted to have this for our next guest, who has been, I think, with us, right, Rosie, from the beginning, basically, all 9 years. I think we have a little musical thing to bring him in with, Ray. I think we've got from a pretty popular movie. Please welcome our friend and big Detroit supporter, the great Hugh Jackman, everybody.
Hey, Mitch. Hey, everyone.
Look at you. Where are you, in a car somewhere? Or an airplane?
Parent, which means taxi driver, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So, wow, that's a pretty good reception there from what city are we catching you in?
This is New York City.
Yes. Now you look out through your roof.
That's it.
Yeah, all that's missing is Dino to stick his head out through the Flintstones thing there, and you're all set. Yeah. How are you, Hugh?
I'm great, man. How are you doing?
We're doing all right. We're hanging in here. We've been on the air for about 9 hours now already. We got another 6 or so to go. And
wow.
We're raising money, as we always do, for needy Detroiters here. And this year, probably more than ever. Say Detroit has been doing more than we ever did before. A lot of charities have actually closed up. You're probably aware that almost 40% of the charities in our area, by the time the year is over, are actually going to be out of business. Because charities are like businesses too, and if people can't come into work and they can't take care of their clients, and they don't have money. We've actually redoubled our efforts, and we're doing more than we ever did before. We created COVID testing centers, the first ones in Detroit, where you can actually walk up and go in, because the other ones were all cars, and a lot of people in Detroit don't have cars. And then we started a program called Better Together, which takes police officers and formerly incarcerated people or at-risk youth and brings them together in plain clothes where nobody knows who anybody is, and they get together for these grilling events where they grill barbecue and everything, sit down and eat, and only after the meal's over then do they stand up and actually introduce themselves and find out, I was just sitting next to a police officer, or I was just sitting next to a guy who was inside for 12 years. And then they have a 2-3 hour discussion about the misperceptions between one another, and it's been an amazing program, and we've done them all over the city and help tamp down that noise that was going on over the summer between citizens and police. So we've been pretty busy here, Hugh.
Oh, man, you guys have been so busy. The need has never been greater, and I'm really proud of all the things you do. What I do, supporting you every year, is just a fraction of what all you guys do, so I'm happy to help.
Well, we're always glad to have you on, and everybody in Detroit keeps saying, how do you know Hugh Jackman? And I keep saying, well, he lived down the block from me, And they say, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, he came to make a movie here in Detroit and just moved in about 10 houses away. And next thing I know, you were sitting on my porch waiting for me to come home from a football game or something. And we've been friends ever since. Reading my paper, yeah. Reading my column in my paper.
Column.
Yeah.
Turn up late, but leave your writing there to keep me occupied.
Yeah, that's funny. We're full service here in Michigan. We want to keep you. We want to keep you well. So.
You sure you're not an actor, really, Mitch? Come on.
No, definitely not an actor. But speaking of acting, are you able to do any acting? Or you've been able to make any movies or anything?
I've done nothing this year, but there's a bunch happening here in the city now. I think there's some stuff happening there in Detroit too. So. It was around June or July. I think it was Jurassic World was the first film to get going in London. And that was a massive film, obviously. And they kind of set the tone and said, oh, there is a way to do it. It's more expensive. It takes longer. There's a lot of protocols, but it's happening. And now filming is happening all over the place. So I'm reading a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I'll get back to work soon. And that's mainly for my family. So.
Yeah. Well, not just for your family's sake, but some of us have tickets to the Music Man, and they've been refunded like 14 times. So when is that supposed to actually happen?
Yeah. And Mitch, you can't cash them in.
No, I can't cash them in, but I can't use them either if there's no show.
No, there will be this year.
This year? Won't be this year.
I'm hearing in the summer something's going to start up here on Broadway. Some things are going to start up, maybe some of the existing shows like Hamilton. And then in the fall, everything is going to come. I think, there's a real sense of optimism now with the vaccine that it's going to be possible for people to travel and go to New York and enjoy Broadway again, hopefully in time for the holiday season next year.
Great. That's good to know because, want to get in there and see that show. Now, over the years, we're obviously in a different setup here now because of social distancing, and my partners have to be a good 12 feet away from me, and I actually came down here to the piano for a purpose, but we don't have the big audiences and all the rest of it. But everybody is watching around the world, and everybody in Detroit. And one of the traditions that we do with Hugh Jackman and some other guests is John Pizzarelli, who is with us, not physically here, but he's in New York, and he's on the line, and I think you'll be able to see him. He's upstate New York, has written a lot of songs that we have done for you over the years to try to elicit your generosity. And so here is a montage of some of the songs that we have done. Just a little small one here. Go ahead and play it, Ray. Here's some of the ones we've done in the past. See him in the river, he's a real Detroit giver. Jackman,
you Jackman, won't you come back once more, once more, once more, once more?
We're so happy to be talking with Hugh Jackman.
How about a song for Hugh Jackman?
Let's give this Australian props.
Bum bum bum. If we were Hugh Jackman, da da dee da 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 da.
There were folks on a show, but they never raised much money. No, they never raised much at all, till there was Hugh.
That was a big stretch. So that's just a few of them. So now, since John and I are not together, John wrote one where he is. I've actually put something together here. I've never done this before on the Radiothon. I've never played a piano or anything on the Radiothon. But, John, you've got yours there. I'm going to try to see if we can go along with it. I've got the lyrics here. So, John, are you up?
Yeah, I got me?
Yeah, I got you here. Okay, go ahead. I'll try to join you in.
4, 5. I just changed the 6th line down, so don't worry about that. Everything else is
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Where is Hugh Jackman when
we need him the most? He's right on the phone asking what he can do.
There's no one quite like Hugh Jackman,
a philanthropist too, and
a man who always pulls us through. We love Hugh Jackman, say Detroit is overwhelmed by the level of kindness
he shares with us so dear.
And as we look
towards the boards, we know soon there'll be awards
for Hugh Jackman in Music Man next year.
Yes.
Okay, that was 2 states. That was 2
That was
different.
impressive. Anyone who can put philanthropist in a song is pretty amazing.
That's pretty hard to do, I have to say. So now, that was John's composition. Now, I wrote one here, which John doesn't, because I just wrote it about 20 minutes ago, because I believe in being prepared. But I figured you've been on this so long, you're basically an honorary Detroiter. So this is the song that officially makes you Detroit. And I have never played this or tried this before, but let's see. Christmas song. He always says yes. He never says no. Even calls in from the middle of a show. Hugh Jackman is part of Detroit. He played Little Caesars. He's eaten our meals. He even lived in Franklin when he made real steel. Hugh Jackman is part of Detroit. He visited a church here. He always shows his face. He even went to a Lions game, so you know he loves this place. Oh, he always says yes. He's always so great. He'll be in the Music Man by 2028. Hugh Jackman is part of Detroit. Bravo.
I can't hear a thing. Can you hear me? Put your thumb up if you can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated. I can see you playing.
Oh, you couldn't
I
hear
can't
all
hear
that?
a thing.
You couldn't hear
Not
that?
one thing. I've been trying to chat to you guys. This is so frustrating.
Well,
I don't know what is happening here.
One more time.
well, yeah. Suffice
You can hear
it.
me, all right?
Let me just tell you, it was the greatest performance in history.
I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, and I'm holding my thumbs up, and it was the greatest performance. Can we take a break and then we'll see if we can get Hugh back on in a cleaner line because we
Hey,
hear him.
Mitch, can I say something? I sorry, I don't know what you said. I'm sorry, guys. First of all, I love what you guys do every year. Oh, you want me to wait?
Wait 1 minute. We're gonna.
Okay.
We will redial you.
Nice.
We will redial you.
He's a mime, too.
Yeah.
If
Wait
we
1
ever
minute.
play baseball together, it would be a disaster. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll take a brief break and we'll come back and finish up with Hugh Jackman. 855-955-GIVE right after this.
WJR